Next, we'll take a look at another function here. We can add the phrase to omoimasu after the volitional form of a verb, the yo form of a verb, and begin to communicate some new ideas. Let's take a look at where this goes. So you can add to omou after the volitional forms of verbs when you want to indicate that you've made a decision to do something and that you're determined to see it through. Let's look at a few examples. All right, this sentence, 毎日3時間日本語を勉強する. To study Japanese for 3 hours a day. If you want to tell someone, I've decided I'm going to study Japanese 3 hours a day, here's how you would say it. 毎日3時間日本語を勉強しようと思っています。毎日3時間日本語を勉強しようと思っています。I've decided to study Japanese for 3 hours every day. 来年結婚する to get married next year. If you want to tell your friends, your family, we've decided to get married next year, you would change suru into its volitional form, shio, and add to 思っています。来年結婚しようと思っています。来年結婚しようと思っています。We've decided to get married next year. All right, a couple points here about this grammar. So there's a couple versions of to omoimasu, to omotteimasu. The verb omo in its te form here with the helping verb imasu signifies that the decision has been made some time ago or that one has been mulling it over for some time prior to its announcement. However, we can also use this phraseology. To omoimasu, the verb just in its plain mas form, signifies that the decision is being made on the spot at the time of speaking. It does not suggest that there is any less determination to follow through, simply that the decision is being made in the here and now. Let's take a look at a couple of examples, kind of in parallel, with different forms of the verb here, the te imas form and just the plain mas form of the verb. yen, ありがとう。たくさん漫画を買おうと思います。In this phrase, we're actually saying 10,000 yen? Thank you. I'm going to buy a bunch of manga. This is a decision made on the spot. Turn back the clock a few months now to Christmas so we can contrast it with this statement here. クリスマスに両親に1万円をもらいました。たくさん漫画を買おうと思っています。Here, we're expressing this idea. I got 10,000 yen from my parents for Christmas. I decided that I would buy a bunch of manga. In this case, we're looking at a decision already made some time ago. Similarly, this phrase, 富士山に登ろうと思います. You and your friends head over to Fujisan to get a look. Your friend takes one look and decides, I'm going to the top. He would say this, 富士山に登ろうと思います. I'm going to climb Mount Fuji. Contrast this with someone perhaps who's in training. It's a hard climb by any account and should not be taken lightly. Somebody who would be doing physical conditioning for climbing it, someone who decided some time ago that it was something they were going to tackle, would phrase it differently. Thusly, that is, 富士山に登ろうと思っています. A decision already made. I've decided to climb Mount Fuji, or I decided some time ago that I'm going to climb Mount Fuji. All right, next. You go to a party, something happens, you feel like you're not going to stick around, you're going to go home. You've made the decision on the spot here. うちに帰ろうと思います。Telling people, I'm going to return home, or maybe more colloquially, we could say, I'm going home. Again, this would be a decision made on the spot. If you've been mulling about for a while a decision to return somewhere, go somewhere, for example, you're in Japan and you thought, well, it's time for me to head back to my country, you could say something like this. 国に帰ろうと思っています。国に帰ろうと思っています。Here again, this is a decision already made, something you've planned on from some point in the past, maybe you've been planning for a while, and are about to put it into action. You could translate this as, I've decided to return to my country. A couple other things that we need to take note of here. So please note that the verb tense used immediately before to omotteimasu can change the meaning of your sentence. So let's examine this one. 日本の会社で働こうと思います. Let's say your friends are asking, what do you see yourself doing in 5 years, for example? You could respond like this. 日本の会社で働こうと思います. Telling them, I will or I intend to work at a Japanese company. Again, talking about a plan that you've been thinking about and will put into effect. Versus this sentence. 日本の会社で働くと思います. Not talking about planning here, but simply a statement such like, I think I'll be working for a Japanese company. Note again, the first here talks about our intention, I will be working, whereas the second one talks about a prediction, something you think is going to happen. じゃあ、練習しよう. I'll give you a short phrase in English, so we'll be going from English to Japanese, and I'll ask you to come up with a corresponding sentence that would express the idea that you're thinking about doing something or have been thinking about it for a while. I'll ask you to pause the video, see if you can come up with that sentence form, and then unpause it to see if you got it or not. The answer will be displayed at the bottom of the screen. Here we go. Do physical exercise, right? Maybe it was part of your New Year's resolution, something like that. How would you tell someone? I've decided I'm going to do some physical exercise. Pause the video here. We should say, 運動しようと思っています. 運動しようと思っています. Quit smoking. How would you say, I've decided to quit smoking? Pause the video here. タバコをやめようと思っています。タバコをやめようと思っています。I've decided to go on a diet. How would you phrase this in Japanese? Please pause the video. ダイエットをしようと思っています。ダイエットをしようと思っています。I've decided to get up early in the morning. I've decided to get up early in the morning. How would you phrase that in Japanese? Please pause. 朝早く起きようと思っています。朝早く起きようと思っています。I've decided to practice Japanese all day. 頑張って. All right, how would you say that in Japanese? Please pause the video. 一日中日本語を練習しようと思っています。一日中日本語を練習しようと思っています。I've decided to eat more vegetables. Please pause the video here. もっと野菜を食べようと思っています。もっと野菜を食べようと思っています。I've decided to make lots of Japanese friends. Please pause the video here. 日本人の友達をたくさん作ろうと思っています。日本人の友達をたくさん作ろうと思っています。I've decided to look for a job. Please pause the video here. 仕事を探そうと思っています。仕事を探そうと思っています。I've decided to speak more Japanese. Please pause the video here. もっと日本語を喋ろうと思っています。もっと日本語を喋ろうと思っています。英語はダメ。Alright, that wraps up our look at the volitional form plus と思います。みんな勉強頑張ってね。